Hello everyone, I'm going to discuss today about the 10 money-related scenarios during this COVID-19 here in our country. Now, this is a very timely topic to discuss, not for us to blame one another, but this video is about us learning what are the realizations that we had experienced in this current situation, and what are the possible solutions for those scenarios that we have experienced for us not to experience that anymore. So please watch this video. Before I continue, please do like my Facebook page. It's Kevin Autea. You can search that on the search bar. Then please do subscribe on my YouTube page or YouTube channel. It's Kevin Autea as well, for you to get updates of personal financial planning and about the stock market. In this video, we're gonna do a simple format, meaning I'm gonna discuss all of those 10 scenarios. Then we're gonna define them. Then we'll do a problem and solution answer for that specific question. First of all, the most common thing we hear, especially nung nagsimula yung quarantine, it's the no work, no pay. Most of us are employed, some of us are in sales, yung iba they're doing yung arawan, day-to-day job, they don't have a permanent job. They are on a contractual, yung iba project-based. So, it's really a tough situation for now, or as of this moment. As of this situation, it's good thing that the government or the DOLE has already mandated 5,000 as a relief to the employers, as long as their employers will work on it, or they will process it. Now, what seems to be the problem with this no work, no pay scheme? Meaning, no work, no pay, no work, no money. So how or why do you need money today? Bakit mo kailangan ng pera today? It's because you need money for you to buy food. Okay? For you to buy medicine and all of the things you needed, especially in this enhanced community quarantine. Now, why are you afraid that if you don't work, you don't get paid? Because, why? Because you don't have an extra money. Diba? You don't have extra money. Why? Because you're not anticipating any incident, any emergency, any scenarios like this in your life. Hindi mo ina-expect na, ay, aabot yan dito sa Philippines. Hindi naman aabot yan sa Philippines. Hanggang dun lang yan sa China. This is where emergency fund will take into place. So, lalo na ngayon, kami as financial wealth planners, parang this is the time that all of the things that we have said during the personal coaching, all of my clients are, most of them are reaching back to me saying, Coach, thank you, at pinaalalahanan or pinag-ipon mo ko when it comes to emergency fund, that today hindi ako ganun nahihirapan. That's where emergency fund will be so important, will be so vital today. Now, what would be the moral lesson of that one is that we need to fund our emergency fund. Okay? We need emergency fund, or kailangan natin mag-ipon. I'll be doing a video about why emergency fund is important and how you can formulate or how can you start your emergency fund on the next succeeding video. So please, again, subscribe to my page and subscribe to my YouTube channel for you to get updates on it. Next one, number 2, we have dependent on government or dependent on the employer. So, most of us, because of, this is in line with the no work, no pay. With the no work, no pay, diba, most of the big companies already announced that they will still give the salary of their employees even though they are not working, or some of them are working from home. But the main point of that is that even though you're on a quarantine, you're on a leave, you will still get paid. So most of the other employees are also asking if their employers will also do the same. That's one scenario. And the other one, we are the other one, some of us are dependent with the government, or kung ano ba yung ibibigay ng gobyerno sa atin or ng barangay sa atin. When it comes to the government support, take note that they will prioritize, of course, the poorest of the poor. I know you're watching, you're not that poor, or nakakapag-YouTube ka pa, nakakapag-Facebook ka pa, compared to our iba nating kababayan na hindi talaga nila kaya yung pang-araw-araw. Yun yung ipa-priority ng government natin. But for you, you're an employee, you are employed, you don't, as much as possible, you must not depend totally on your employer that they will subsidize something out of that no work, no pay scheme. Of course, as if you're thinking, if you're running a business, diba, you're not earning any income, then what is the money, or saan mo kukunin yung pera na ipangbabayad mo sa empleyado mo? But especially for those, but with the exemption for those big companies, of course, they can manage to do that. Now, what is the moral lesson of that one? It is, don't depend. Napakasimple lang, huwag kang masyadong dumepende. It's maybe, or that is in general. Pwede rin huwag kang masyadong dumepende sa parents mo, huwag kang masyadong dumepende sa relatives mo, sa kapatid mo. As much as possible, in line with the solution on the number 1, you should have an emergency fund para na sa ganon, in case of these calamities, emergencies, wala kang aasahang iba kundi sarili mo lang. Number 3, we have no other source of income. In this case, especially if you are in a corporate world, so say for instance, you're only depending on that single income. You don't have any investment, you don't have any business, or you don't have any side hustle. What if something happens to the company? My point there is that you must not depend on one single income. The solution for it, of course, find another source of income. What are the other sources of income? As I've discussed in my seminars, it will depend on you, on what are your skills, what are your talents. You can enhance them, you can invest on them, or most entrepreneurs do is that they study what's the latest trend, then from there they formulate a business out of it, then they monetize it, then there may negosyo na sila at some reason. Now, the bottom line there is that wag kang maging kampante, or don't be too confident on a single or one source of income. You should have multiple sources of income. So that, say for instance, di naman emergency and you're a businessman. Yung negosyo mo about food, nagkaroon ng problem, kung food lang yung business mo, paano na? What if you have retail business? At least your retail business can still support you. That's the main idea of this one. Number 4, we have monthly bills. Now, ngayon, alam naman natin that most of the utility companies have moved their deadlines or due dates 30 days, 60 days prior to the due date this March. It's because it's their way to giving you enough time to prepare, to adjust, and to cope up with all the scenarios or the problem that had occurred. But the problem here is that ma-extend nga yung payment ng bayarin mo, pero yung payment mo next month is still nandun pa rin. So what will happen is that your monthly payment will pile up. Now, syempre medyo mahirap na problema yun. No? The solution for that is number 1, prioritize first those monthly expenses that has interest. Especially if you have credit cards, di ba? May interest yung pag di mo nabayaran ngayon, next month, or the succeeding month. I suggest you should start with that one. Next, start with the bill that can cost your daily living. Say for instance, Meralco, or the electricity, water, all of those important things, you should prioritize them first. Then maybe you should least prioritize all other subscriptions. Kung ano man yon, yung mga hobby nyo, yung mga ginagawa nyo, you should least prioritize that one. So, yun lang din yung medyo critical on that one. Again, emergency fund will be very vital for that, because kung may emergency fund ka, let's say you have like 3 to 6 months of your expenses on your emergency fund, at least you're confident that yung bill mo for that 1 month is masusolusyonan with the emergency fund that you have. So, ang natutunan natin doon, our lesson for that one is that for us to look forward in every situation, di ba? Or in Tagalog, mas maging maagap tayo sa mga bagay. Number 5, we have the improper money management. Dito naman pumapasok yung mga tao na they have investments, they have a business, but they forgot their emergency fund, or they forgot their savings. Meaning, all of their money are in stocks, in bonds, in real estate. But with the current scenario, let's say the stocks is down 30% today. Real estate, you have no tenants for today. Let's say you're doing Airbnb, you have no tenants, or there's no income generating in you. So, ano ang source mo ng income, or anong hawak mong money, anong cash flow mo? So, that's where some of the people are having problems. The solution for that one is that you need to have proper money management. When we say proper money management, you should start first with your fundamentals, or the securities. Say for instance, that's emergency fund. Again, you're gonna hear emergency fund over and over again in this video. Next, you should have some medical assistance like HMO, insurances, and all the stuffs that you need for what if scenarios. Then that's the time that you are going to invest maybe again in stocks, in other forms of businesses, because in case of emergency, you cannot easily pull out your investment in those kind of companies. You cannot easily trade your food cart to a cash. No, mahirap yun. Yun yung importansya ng cash ngayon. Big sabihin, it's liquid, it's easy to get. Now, what's the moral lesson of that one? Is that for you to consult financial expert. Part of our service is doing a financial wealth coaching. Part of that is giving you plan, financial advices, financial tips, or financial things that you need to do before getting into something. So, yun yung kailangan doon. Kailangan mag-consult tayo. Next, especially for this one, number 6, we have the budget for vitamins, or budget for disinfectants, or yung mga kinakailangan natin ngayon. Especially lalo na kung hindi ka talaga nagva-vitamins, di ba? Today, in our current scenario today, vitamins is really important, or immune system. Halimbawa, yung mga vitamin C, or yung mga face mask, di ba? Nagkakaubusan na ng face mask, yung mga alcohol, disinfectants, yung mga sunrocks, lahat yan, you need extra budget. But kung wala kang extra budget para doon, so that is your extra layer of safety, yung maliit na bagay na yon, na maliit na amount na yun, ay maaring makaapekto pa sa emergency fund mo, sa savings mo, because dahil hindi ka nakapaghanda at hindi ganun kalaki yung emergency fund mo. Lalo na kung hindi mo naman routine bumili ng mga gamot or vitamins. Now, the solution for that one is that for you, of course, to buy those medicines. And aside from those medicines, from those disinfectants, you should have extra budget for it. Then the last tip that I can suggest is for you to do home exercises, di ba? Sabi nila, if you take care of your body, you move, you do exercises, that's the time that exercises can boost your immune system. So meaning, nag-vitamins ka na, nagsasanitize ka na, and you're still doing some home workout. So yun yung malaking tulong ngayon na kinakailangan natin, aside from the financial support that you need. So the moral lesson of that one is you should take care of your health. Health is wealth. Number 7, we're almost done. Number 7, food. So food, stock. Kailangan may stock tayo ng pagkain. Again, kung ang routine mo is weekly grocery, every 2 months ka nag-grocery, kung yun ang routine mo, that's good. But today, kung ang budget mo is nakaalat lang sa ganun, medyo kakabahan ka. Kasi dahil nga wala kang source of income, ang budget mo for 2 weeks or 1 week lang ng food, what will happen is that you will now search for a source of income or money for you to have food on the coming weeks. Remember, I'm filming this video on the 25th or 26th of March. We still have mga 3 weeks until the end of the enhanced community quarantine. So, anong food ang kailangan mo? Or where will you get the food that you need for your family? The solution for that is again, extra fund lang, extra fund. You need to stock like fresh goods, syempre, and canned goods. So, yung fresh goods, yun yung gagamitin mo sa typical ulam, and canned foods, yun yung mga pang long haul mo or pang long run mo na pagkain. I also suggest that if you can go to the market or grocery na weekly na lang, para hindi ka every 2 days, every 3 days na i-expose sa labas, di ba? Much better yun na, yes, you're exposed outside, but you have a lesser chance of getting infected by the virus. Number 8. So number 8 and number 9 are almost the same. First of all, number 8 is that your family member might get affected by the virus. So anong money-related scenario doon is that pag na-infect yung relative mo, kamag-anak, someone from the family, knock on wood, no? Of course, mag-iisip ka ng pangbabayad mo sa hospital bills. Earlier, I heard in the news may isang gumaling. So, it took him like 2 weeks. 2 weeks siyang na hospital. Lahat yun, no? So, yung 2 weeks na gamutan, saan mo kukunin yun? Diba? So, that's where emergency fund again and HMO and health and life insurances will come in. Say for instance, kayo sa company, ikaw personally, meron kang HMO, for sure somehow yung dependent mo pagpasok pa dun sa coverage is that mako-cover naman siya dun ng amount. So less worry or medyo bawas bayarin, onti na lang yung gagastusin mo for the payment. Then the ninth one is that ikaw naman personally, you might get infected. So, yun yung medyo mahirap. Kasi, di ba, pag sila, alam mo na kaya mo silang suportahan, sustentuhan. Kasi you know, at the end of this, pwede ka lang siguro mangutang. Then, kaya mo nang trabahuhin yung inutang mo just for you to cope up with your family members' sickness. Pero pag ikaw ngayon, ikaw yung nagkasakit, hindi mo alam paano ngayon sila gagalaw. Diba? Hindi mo alam saan sila kukuha ng pera. Of course, kung wala kang emergency fund, paano na? E di magpapatla ka, magpapass the helmet ka, pass the envelope for you to get support from your friends. Magpo-post ka sa Facebook that you are patient number ganito, you need help. Diba? Mahirap yung ganun. Diba? Now, the solution for that one is same with number 9 is that you need HMOs and you need health insurances or life insurances. Of course, sa health insurances, dun papasok yung coverage mo, meaning you have thousands of money. Now, I mean, wag naman sana na mapupunta sa'yo in case something happens to you, ma-infect ka ng virus, di ba? Ang pakiramdam mo na noon is that you are focusing mentally and physically na gumaling, but emotionally hindi ka nagganon mga problema on how will your family or saan ba kukunin ng family mo yung pangbabayad sa hospital bills. Worst comes to worst, again, knock on wood, life insurance is there to cover all your finances, medical bills, and your family's expenses for the next years of your life. Then, nandito na tayo sa last part, the 10th one is that, actually itong 10th one bonus na lang to eh. Money to help. Diba? I know most of you out there watching, nandyan naman kayo, you have money, you have spare money to save, or you have spare money on bank for you just to save in case of super tight emergency. Pero 'di ba, ang sarap sa feeling nung ngayong panahon is ikaw yung tumutulong, 'di ba? Money will help money will help them in what they need. Money will be used to buy goods. Diba? You don't need to interact with them, but you just need to share your money in some trusted organizations wherein they will be the one to use your money to buy those products, and the volunteers out there will be the one to interact with all the barangays, the poorest of the poor barangay na kailangan nilang tulungan. Diba? Ang sarap ng feeling na gano'n na at in this kind of situations na lahat is almost nagpapanik, ikaw confident ka lang, then ikaw pa yung nagbibigay ng tulong sa kanila. So that's it. These are the 10 money-related scenarios during this COVID-19. I'll do a description on that one, handwritten, typewritten on the YouTube and Facebook for you to be refreshed on what are those 10. And most especially, always remember na that you should make the most out of this time, especially your home. These are the times that you should bond with your family, you should connect with your friends, you should connect with your relatives, chat them, you do video calls. Yun na yung panahon na hindi lang dahil kukumustahin mo sila may problema, but you want to say hi, you want to say check them, you want to know how's their community, naapektuhan ba sila, or may mga scare ba sa kanila. So this is the time that relationships are built as well. Diba? Yes, we're talking about money today, we're talking about health, but this is also the opportunity for you to build relationships with your loved ones and your friends. Then most especially, at the end of the day, we always say that all is well and this too shall pass. Now, don't forget to pray for our nation that etong problema na to is masusolusyonan natin kung sama-sama tayo at makikinig tayo sa mga kinaukulan, and we will be disciplined enough to stay home. Okay, so katulad niyan, etong video na to, you should just watch this video in your house, then share it to your relatives, then you think of ideas kung ano ba yung natutunan nyo. That's it. If you have comments, please comment them below so I know what are your ideas about this one. If I have missed something, or if you want to add on something, I would be glad to know them more so that I can share it on my next videos. I can share it to the people who needed it to hear. Diba? My role here is for me to think and suggest solutions for you to consider, so that next time if these emergencies, calamities, or any kind of flu na mangyari ulit sa atin, we are all prepared. So that's the key lesson here. Preparation is the key. Emergency fund, all of the things that you've heard, I hope you apply them today. So again, my name is Kevin Autea. Thank you for watching, and take care, and God bless.